Testing my equipment here, guys. No, I really enjoyed doing this. And what am I talking about? What do I enjoy doing? I enjoy making YouTube videos, regardless of anyone watches them, because I realize, I'm like, my wife is a busy person, especially now. She's a very hardworking, disciplined person, and she's over the course of the time I've known her. I've been with my wife for 16 years. I've watched her go from just a kind of an entry-level position in her field all the way to basically running the whole system, which I think is amazing. In 16 years, that's quite an accomplishment. So shout out to my wife for doing that. And I really do look up to her. I have a lot to admire about her. So and I don't know how to segue. All I wanted to do is say, look, I'm gonna make myself a drink. No, we got this in, oh yeah, that's right. I'm out here with my gaming setup. Look, Goat Simulator 3. That's what I'm here to talk about, Goat Simulator 3. Shout out to anyone who's been to, gosh, what's this place called again? The place where they sell all the lavender stuff, guys. I forget. Temecula. Thank you to the comment section. Shout out to Billy Bob Thornton there, who commented on that. No, I'm just gonna pretend. I'm like, look, I'm pretending, guys. Even with my own stand-up, I'm like, look, guys, I'm just being silly. This is cool though, by the way. And what I'm trying here is shout out to Pellegrino. If one day I could own a company, I hope it's a water company. And the best water that I've ever had is Pellegrino. So cheers to you. Cheers to anyone out there who has kids. I think it's a life-changing experience. So yeah, cheers. Oh, and shout out to Yanni Pappas. I watched his comedy hour on YouTube. I'm like, wow. I thought about that, and I was like, you know what? I felt like that was going to be the future, where people would pay you to see you live, but and enjoy it. Obviously, I would, but I mean, the fact that I was able to watch it on YouTube, to me, it's like, wow. Now like how much you enjoy it, how much you love it. It's just great. He's absolutely right about the property owner thing. I'm like, look, guys, I've been a homeowner for 11 years now, and I thought it was a huge accomplishment, other than becoming a citizen, which I got when I was born in the United States, which, I don't know if that's right or wrong. So I'm not here to be a politician. I tried to do that in 2020. I said, Google, and maybe my story's funny because it's true. I'm like, Google, I wanted to run for president. I said, Google, can you verify me? I'm a human being. They said no. I said, well, look, we're gonna have to continue to take this further down the road, because I think I'm a human being. So until I can make contact with someone in this organization known as Google and say, well, why didn't you want to verify me for the 2020 election? I could have gotten one vote. I would have voted for myself. And at the end of the day, I'm like, well, that's all that matters to me. I'm like, well, if I believe in myself, I'm like, look, that was just one thing I wanted to try. So cheers to moving on. I'm like, Google, no hard feelings. I'm still here on YouTube making videos, and I'm grateful for that. Even if you didn't want to allow me to run for president, I'm like, you know what? No hard feelings. Cheers. Okay. Now I'm testing my equipment. I know Goat Simulator is kind of similar to Dave the Diver. I think it was released. So Goat Simulator was released at the very, very tail end of 2024. So I don't know if it's going to make the list for 2024 Game of the Year. In my opinion, it's a very strong contender for Game of the Year 2025. I got this pen at Legoland, so I just wanted to show it off. It's just it's so sweet. Shout out to anyone out there who thinks pens are really cool. I don't understand why a pen wouldn't be seen as an extremely valuable item, especially if you have ideas you want to write down. I mean, how valuable can an idea be? Some people start businesses, corporations. Mr. Musk, man, Elon, anyone. Look, shout out to Elon for being cool. I will be one of the first people to buy his clone. Okay, so look, I'm working on my stand-up. Okay, I gotta turn off airplane mode. Look, guys, we're going through this together. I didn't think it needed. I'm not connected to the internet at the moment because I'm testing stuff. I'm like, well, what if I'm somewhere where I need to? Is it gonna work? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have the. Okay, I'm like, just start the software. Thank you. I just hit the wrong buttons there, guys. Excuse me for doing that, guys. No, but So, anyways, I saw Yanni Pappas yesterday on YouTube. I didn't see him in person. Great comedy special. I think there is something to it. I don't know, but someone told me, look, when maybe you get brainwashed as soon as you buy a property, and because look, I sold my car, 2 cars, 2 motorcycles, everything I owned basically, and rolled it into buying a house. And when I bought my house, it was $127,000. So, and that was a lot for me. That's a lot to me. Now, your situation might be different, and that's the thing is, someone might say, look, that's not a lot of money. Well, I had to sell everything I owned to buy a $120,000 house. So it means everything. It means the world to me. So I'm out here just trying to show that, I'm doing my part, trying to be a professional gamer. And Goat Simulator is definitely one of the games that I consider to be a game that I would want to play, even if I wasn't a goat, even if I was just like an average human being, person on planet Earth. That's what I like to say. I'm like, look, I'm a person here on planet Earth. Okay, guys? Trying to be just like you guys. No aliens here. And if you're in California, I remember I'm like, no one explained illegal alien. I'm like, well, if you're saying there's illegal aliens, then who are the legal aliens? That's where I do love my home state. I absolutely love my home state. I'm like, look, California. So what you're telling me is if someone comes from Mars, they're just an alien. But you're telling me all these people who are working hard every day don't have any benefits. And no, I'm not getting into politics. I'm just saying, look, they come here and they're working. Telling me those are illegal aliens? So you're telling me if you come from another planet. Okay, I'm calming down here. Let's do this. It's time to play video games.
Exposition, as they call it. Most movies and games do this a lot, actually. But you might not even have noticed it half the time. Oh, look, bids.
Excuse me.
Wait, close one. Where was I? All right. I should really start explaining things before
That ring camera, though. Giannis is right. I'm sorry, I said Yanni. I'll say Giannis. Gosh. Okay, I'm showing my game setup. This is, I call it essential item because it's like, your Apple phone. I'm like one day I hope to like make contact with the people at Apple. I think they're on another planet, but I own small shares in Apple, and I appreciate their phones because I feel like they're great recording devices. But I'm like, can you release the old ones again? I think the 13 was the best. Okay, so just re-release that one. I'm holding out. I'm waiting. I don't understand why you can't just continue to make all of the phones you made before. I'm just messing around. No, but maybe you should go back down the numbers. Like you hit a number, and then like in my opinion, like it wasn't good. So then kind of just start to walk it back. Look, I feel like I can be critical because I buy the product. Like no one gave me the product. Like I've noticed that on YouTube. I'm like, a lot of people who are very vocal and have a lot of followers were given those items. I'm like, well, I wasn't given the items. Like I think my opinion counts. No, I think everyone's opinion counts. It's whether or not anyone hears it, I think is the difference. But that's the beauty of YouTube, is that I talk too much. All right, here we go. Shout out to the lady who told me that. I was like, I agree with you. I'm working on me. I'm like, I am. I'm working on me every day, man. Sweet.
That sounds a bit too out there, if you ask me. Maybe you should investigate. Just promise me you'll go to the gold tower after this way too long intro ends. Man, to be honest, I can't believe you haven't skipped it. Well, since you're still here, Skyrim card and go to the Gold Tower. Have fun. Please don't refund. Bye now.
He was so excited. Oh, yes. I've watched my son play this on the Xbox and the PlayStation. I think that's where I'm trying to do my own style here on YouTube. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try like a game and then try it on all the systems. You know, shout out to the Evercade if they come out with Goat Simulator on there. I don't see why they couldn't. You know, I think it's just, you know, I think I never hear my sons complaining about graphics, and you know that could just be because we don't know any better. But I think it's okay if the graphics are not necessarily always the same on every device. You know, I mean, it's ultimately about the experience. Like now he's getting into all this philosophy, getting into the weeds. I'm like, look, I'm sorry guys. I'm trying to just focus on the gameplay. No, but I just try to be like, look guys, I think it's fun, okay? I think it's fun to appreciate what you got. I know that's just so wow. I like making silly sounds too, so forgive me on that part. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. Make it a little bit more. I'm in the infancy here of my gaming channel on YouTube. Okay, I said, look, we're working through all, we're streamlining it, and that's why actually I'm very, very, very grateful I don't have a lot of followers. No, because I'm like still streamlining how I'm doing stuff, you know, and I don't want like millions of people watching me. I'm like even 400 people, that's too much. I'm like, gosh, guys, just let me watch my stuff here and make sure it's okay. And then as I get better, I have to let you guys know when you should maybe pay attention. Maybe a decade from now, once I get my rap channel up, I'm gonna drop some beats on there, okay? You know, maybe I'll remix some goats, simulating stuff. I gotta run. How do I run again? I always make these weird sounds too. Sprint towards a wall and jump. Oops, did I jump too early? Okay, I think I sprinted too early. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, I got stuck over here. I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna get this done, guys. I know for pro gamers, that's why I try not to compare myself. You know, I was watching Freya Anderson. Shout out to Freya. No, for being so freaking cool. I'm like, I look up to this person. I call everybody a person now because I'm like, look, I think we're all people. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. That's why I call it. You know, I say, when people talk about the gay community, I say, look, I say you're united as one sex. I'm like, why are you guys dividing yourselves? I'm like, why doesn't it just call it unisex? You all came together and formulated a sex. That's just my opinion. I'm not part of the group. I grew up in San Francisco. I was born there. You know, I just have my own opinions, but it's united. I call it the United Sex of America, of planet Earth, excuse me, not America. I'm like, gosh, Freya's not in America, she's in Canada, but Canada's the 51st state. I always get so confused. I'm like, when did Canada become the 51st state? You know, I'm illiterate. I'm not going to school now. Maybe I have to go back, have to learn. Say if Canada's the 51st state now, then I'm sorry, Canada, for being rude. I'm just joking. It's like friendly neighbors where we just say hi to each other, but we're like, that guy, why can't he keep his tree on his yard? You know, that's why I'm grateful my neighbors are on the other side of the street. You know, I'm like, hold on. Okay, I'm just messing around, guys. But no, for real. Shout out to Freya for being so cool. I'm like, that person, human. I say human. Can I say person? I said person and human. I think that's okay. No, but I look up to her. I think, you know, I think look, I'm trying my best. I try not to compare myself, but I admire other people. I think that's a good way of saying it. I'm not comparing because it's not a good comparison. I'm not a professional gamer. You know, just me jumping over that wall. I mean, look, I found that to be an accomplishment. You know, I played video games like 25 years ago. Okay, that's a long time. You know, I'm rusty. Slightly. More? Maybe? I don't know. They're like, gosh, can you just be like all the other professional gamers and just stop, you know, just trying to make us laugh and be silly and have a good day? Why are you trying to do that? Gosh. Okay. Oh, my son's up. So look, I'm gonna go say hi to him. I try to do these videos in the morning when everyone's sleeping, and my wife like literally just goes to work. Because that's the time I have like a few moments to do this. So thank you guys for letting me just get into the game here, make sure it's working. Yeah, let me hop in this car. Let me say peace out to you guys. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Run that guy over. Oops, sorry, dude. I'm a goat, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. Jay, good morning, bud. Can you say good morning? Okay, he's not gonna shake her. He's like, it's early. Okay, you just have to believe me that he showed up. And he's like, look, it's time to end this video. Okay, thank you. We like you really, really, really a lot. Okay, I understand that I make Japanese people feel uncomfortable. That's the last thing I want to do is make anyone feel uncomfortable. So, I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna say some really things that mean a lot to me. If that makes you feel uncomfortable, just do earmuffs. You know, shout out to old school earmuffs. There, you got the earmuffs on. Okay, I love you guys. Have a blessed day. I hope that you fulfill anything that you're seeking, trying to accomplish. I hope you feel good about it, everything that you're doing, if it's working and helping you. And if it's not, then together we're working on the things that aren't serving our best interest. I'm doing that as well. And now I say to those people who were uncomfortable, I say, look, I like you really, 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 really a lot. There, okay. Thank you to everyone who's watching. We're working through it. We're getting better every single day. Goodbye.